Hello, it's Lauren. Welcome to my channel. Today I am super excited because it is STAMPtember, Simon Says Stamp Collab Day with Trinity Stamps. And today's stamp set is all about this gorgeous Christmas tree with all the trimmings. So today for my card, I felt it was very vintage feel to it. So here is what we're going to recreate. And I decided to go all in vintage. So I went with on craft cardstock in sepia tones, like those old photographs. And so what I did was, of course, you saw me stamping for a no line coloring, and with the no line coloring, you don't necessarily need a no line coloring ink. As you saw, I just used a Versamark ink, which will leave a, kind of darker line around your stamp, so you can use that as your guideline. And then you can see I am dropping in my color. I am or not only my color, but my shading. So I'm using my darkest color, which is like the sepia, and then I just do all of underneath those branches of the tree and kind of drop in, outline all of those areas where I feel it would be the darkest. And then you'll see me, I go in with my next kind of lighter, or actually this is not my next lighter, this is the lightest. So I kind of jump around. I'll go in adding more shadowing, and then my lighter color to blend, and then add more shadows. So I'll go outlining that garland as you see here, and then putting in more color, and then I'll go back and forth between, I think I use 3 different shades. I use the, the dark color, and then a lighter, and then kind of a medium tone. And then for the garland, I'm going like an eggshell color. So not cream. I felt cream was too yellowy, but Prismacolor Premier has some really great browns and shades of brown. So I went with the eggshell. So this creates a really lovely kind of old photograph feel. And what I did was I just kind of Googled old photographs to see what they kind of looked like. And here I am coloring up that garland, and I just find that it really pops that eggshell off of the Christmas tree, and I love that look. So what I like about using this craft cardstock and the pencil crayons, my go-to pencil crayons are the Prismacolor Premiers. So but using this craft cardstock is it's got like a tooth to it, which means it's kind of roughness of the paper, which really grabs the colored pencils. And rather than having like if you used alcohol inks, then it would be more smooth. But with the pencils, it kind of creates more of a vintage feel, like you would see in an old photograph. It's not perfectly smooth, which is the look I'm going for. So you can just see me coloring it up. And what's beautiful about this new collab set is that it's got this glorious Christmas tree, which you can use on your own, and then it has a bunch of trimmings. So trimmings, I mean, like it's got a few different Christmas gifts. It's got ornaments that you can put on the tree, and it's got an angel and a couple of bows and lights. And with those ornaments, you don't have to color them because they do have layering stamps as well, so you can stamp them like that. And but all I'm using here is that beautiful Christmas tree that I'm focusing on. And as you can see, I'm just finishing up, just going back and forth to deepen that dark tone. And then what you'll see is I grab a nesting die, and this one is from Hero Arts that I'm going to use once I'm finished with my Christmas tree. you'll see me grab the nesting die, which is a postage stamp, and I will use that to trim out my tree. But yeah, so we'll just watch me finish this up. Are you enjoying STAMPtember? There's been a ton of awesome sponsors for STAMPtember, a bunch of new ones that haven't been there before. So as you know, STAMPtember, these collabs are limited edition. So once they sell out, that's it. They will not be restocked. So here I am now, after I've die cut that postage stamp, and it's a Hero Art stamp nesting die set, I am adding vintage photo, of course, because it is perfect for my look. And I am using a foam blending tool just to deepen up that look, giving it kind of a vignette. And then I have an A2 sized craft cardstock card panel, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And again, I'm just ink blending around the edges in a vignette. And then what I do is I just, while the ink is still a little bit wet, you have working time here. And if it dries, you can just always add more of the ink to the edges. And then I'm adding Cool Man Copper by Lindy's Gang. I love that name. And it just adds a little bit of that shiny look to the edge of that cardstock, kind of a coppery feel. And you can see, you don't have to use any powder on this. I just don't want too much of the copper, so you can see I'm just using a paintbrush to get off some of that. Like if too much powder gets on, I just kind of push it off so that I only have like a light line of that. And it's hard to see in photographs just the effect that it gives, but it just gives that extra nice touch. And here I am using one of the sentiments, Merry Christmas, in a very pretty font. And I'm using my Versamark ink pad to ink that up. And I used the powder tool from the Rabbit Hole Designs for that. And then I'm just adding a little bit more darkness to the edges here on my little Christmas tree panel. And then to the back of that, I am going to add some double-sided foam tape. And what's great about this double-sided foam tape is it's got working time. So if you don't place it exactly, if you're a perfectionist like I am and you want your thing exactly right, positioned on your card base, there is working time. So like you can see, I pulled it up a little bit, but so you can reposition it if you need to. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.